Oh, whoopsie. I did.
Or puss or mediocre.
And you fly him around like a little puppy.
I've seen them do that with those big fucking murder hornets in like Japan.
Yeah, fuck that.
They like tie like a little like balloon on a string and they get it around their abdomen and they fly around with the balloon.
It'd be kind of funny. Would you feel?
I think it's like so that they can.
Would you feel less scared of like a wasp or something if it had a balloon tied around it? It was just flying around with a little balloon or a bow or something.
Me and a wasp had a deal today when I got home from work.
That doesn't answer my question.
I'd probably not feel less.
Mm.
I mean, unless it was like a helium balloon and he was really struggling to stay fucking down to earth, you know?
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't be scared. I'd be like, fuck you. Hey.
That's so quiet. It's probably in my headphones. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just the headphones.
Yeah.
Me and a wasp had a fucking deal today, though.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, so like I got home from work and there was a wasp on the inside of the screen door. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I like started opening it and he like flared his wings and like looked right at me. So then I was like, I don't think he's looking at me. I think he's just looking my direction. So then I like moved around to the other side of the door and he sure as shit fucking tracked me. And I'm like, me and you are not gonna be friends.
They can sense fear.
So I took my hat off and I was like, I don't want to fuck you up. So just fly away. And I opened it and he wouldn't go. And I'm like, all right. I tapped on the screen and he fucking started flying right at me. And I fucking ran and jumped off the stairs. And then I got inside and Jane's like, so saw you were having a little bout with a wasp there, huh? I'm like, well, we made it out okay. It was fine.
I've seen
I had to get out of his way.
I've seen him jump off booms and stuff because there's a fucking bee or a wasp. He's just fucking such a bitch when it comes to these fucking wasps.
I bet you if I was in a fucking like 185 foot boom lift up all the way up and a wasp was buzzing around my head up there, I bet you I would like jump out of the basket without even thinking about it. Like trying to get away.
Well, you're tied.
I know, but like
why? You fucking cocksucker bit my leg.
Yep. See, that's why
there. You've been stung by one. You lived.
I know.
You didn't. It wasn't even that bad.
I know. It wasn't that bad.
So I don't. God damn it.
I think it's because like
the fuck is that?
So like I got stung, wasn't that big of a deal, but it seems like every time I'm dealing with a fucking wasp, like they're always like trying to like get in your face. You know what I mean? Like they're around your like your head. They're buzzing your face.
These flying creatures.
It's like if they would just like swarm like around my arm, fine. Like, but I have a deal. Like I don't want it in my face. You know what I mean? I don't want them accidentally stinging my eyes and then like my one eyeball pops or something and I'm fucking blind. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's kind of
like that's one thing I don't ever hope that I ever have to endure is like being blind. That would be a really shitty like learning curve, having to like revisit everything in your life.
Oh yeah, especially in your 30s,
right?
Yeah.
So you would choose deaf over blind?
I think I would choose deaf over blind. I'm halfway there.
Yeah,
I can't hear shit anyway. I would definitely rather be deaf, you know, because then at least you can read people's lips and be like.
So I guess you weren't reading their lips then. You're just looking at mouth movements at that point.
Yeah. What did you say?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, the whole blind thing though. There's so much cool shit to like see. Being able to see is like, and I hope there's no blind people listening right now because if there is, I'm not trying to explain how shitty you have it. But I just would not want to be in that position.
Yeah, but it also sucked not being able to hear music and shit.
Yeah, especially because I play music with Bo. So that would be out.
It might help. Might help you.
Either that or he'd have to like look at me.
Yeah, have you heard yourself?
He'd have to like look at me and like mouth the words, and I'd have to like, okay, I think we're doing this.
That'd be an awkward. That'd be an awkward
That'd
show.
be an awkward.
It'd be an awkward
That
show.
reminds me of the way like real hillbillies say acorns.
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 I got an acorn tree. It's an oak tree, buddy.
Like Schwani.
Schmani.
Schwani's a acorn.
Been chewing acorns my whole life. We can tell.
Yeah, we can.
Lack of tooths.
Lack of tooth.
Judging from your one tooth,
They're one tooth with F.
you've been chewing acorns your whole life.
Yeah. Either that or paint chips. Motherfucker, dude. I have not. One thing about summer, I've not missed these fuckers.
Oh, dude, flies. I feel like we could do an episode about how much we hate flies every week,
Yeah,
and it probably wouldn't get old.
I feel like we've talked about them so much that like it could all equal up to an episode.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dude, we should. Oh my god, that would take so much time. But I was gonna say, like, what if we went back through like a bunch of our episodes and just took like a bunch of clips from different episodes where we were bitching about flies and put them into like a 5-minute short video where it was just us, like 30 different episodes talking shit about flies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we do that. We both agree. 2 out of 3.
2 out of
Agree
3.
that we do
Agree.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
We'll each take
Episode viewing party at Brandon's. Name the date.
that would take a long time.
I found one.
It would probably be quicker to binge watch all the Star Warses in a weekend than it would to.
To watch 118
See,
episodes.
I was only agreeing to that because I don't know how to do the editing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still gotta watch and pick shit out. Pick them out. You gotta watch every single episode.
You gotta watch them and timestamp them so that you know where to find it.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Homework assignment. 2 out of 3 already agreed, buddy.
Episode 6, 1 hour and 4 minutes, timestamped.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was the whole 1 hour and 4 minutes of fucking fly talks.
I bet there's that much because like fuck flies, dude.
Yeah.
I wish.
You just need to build an extension on here and make it for studio purposes only, and then you can section it off.
Dude, we could make it like a negative pressure room where there's like hospital rooms that are like sterile, where they have like the negative pressure rooms where it's like pumping air out. You know what I mean?
Or just
Like,
make it cold enough.
they create like a vacuum that keeps the flies out.
I mean, if it's sealed off really well and it's
Yeah,
temperature controlled and
fuckers get into everywhere though.
they do.
It's nuts, man. Like,
But I mean, if it's closed, the door is closed or whatever,
yeah,
all the time, and if when you go in and out, you quick with the door. You're not just sitting there with the door open and shit. You're gonna minimize how many fucking fuckers get in there.
I mean, to a point, except for, have you ever seen flies? They hang out by doors where you can't see them.
Yeah.
And then when you open it, even if it's for a split second, they're like, yep, oh, great, yep, we're in. God, hell yeah. I don't know why. That's how they get in. Rotten fucking bastards.
They are. Yeah, they are.
One good sign about flies, though, is guess what that means?
Summer
Summertime. And
where the living's easy.
we're already enjoying the shit out of summer. I am anyway. It's not even, is it technically summer yet? When's the first day of summer?
No. I don't know. I think it should be this month.
I don't think it's technically summer yet, but it's pretty goddamn nice outside and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's been
we
beautiful out.
had a lot of storms though.
have not gone golfing yet though.
I know.
So we need to figure that out.
I was planning on going last weekend, but then I decided to work.
June 20th, by the way. Summer.
June 20th? It's the first day of summer?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird because it usually feels like by the time you get to June 20th, like July 4th, like that couple weeks in there, like 4th of July's over and it feels like summer's like, well, that's it. Summer's over.
Yeah, for the most
You know
part.
what I mean? Feels like you're on like,
Not this last summer to winter transition though. It was it stayed warm for quite a while.
because it didn't get cold till fucking November.
Yeah, and I was honestly at that point, I was ready for it to be cold or like cool down because it was fucking getting hot and humid and shit. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Jaden asked me if she could turn the AC on today, and I said no.
We turned ours on today.
Mine's been on for the past month and a half.
Did you clean the grass out that I blew into your AC unit?
Yeah. I fucking had to blow it out with the air compressor, everything.
I apologize for that.
What?
Guy, the other night I was on call and they came over for some reason they were getting hammered drunk on a Sunday. And they came over and I got called into work right as we like got to my place. And I had earlier that day I was out mowing and it started storming like as I was on the mower and I saw like a lightning all over. So I jumped off quick and just went inside. I wasn't going to mow with that.
Yeah.
Lightning all over. He texts me. He's like, you want me to finish your mowing? I was like, yeah, sure. Go ahead. There's like fucking 4 or 5 passes left in the backyard. And first off, he tells me that on the side of my house that he blew it into my windows. Then he also tells me, oh yeah, and by the way, I blew the grass right into your AC unit outside too. I'm like, thanks for the help, man.
So
You're a real pal.
Yeah.
So to be fair,
So you know what? You deserve that nut tap.
so I actually didn't like I didn't like mow the section and blow it into your AC. The spot had already been mowed, but I was trying to figure out I went to like turn around but I was trying to figure out like the reverse button. And I like hit the reverse button and it like I went to like go in reverse and it died. I'm like, shit. So then I started it back up.
The reverse button,
Like the little triangle thing.
be able to
like
mow
go backwards.
I was gonna say it's just it's a pedal.
So, but I like hit the button and I like went to go backwards and then it died because I apparently wasn't doing the reverse thing right. So like I started it back up, and then I engaged the blades and I'm like, all right, well, let me go forward. And I went forward and I was like, fuck. AC was right. Like I watched it blow like grass that was already cut. Like, and I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
Ooh, glad it's not mine though.
Yeah,
Fuck him. I'm doing him a favor.
I think he really just wanted to drive my mower.
I wanted to see what the zero turn with the steering wheel was like. It was kind of cool.
Oh, you guys,
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
It's a zero turn, but it's got a steering wheel.
Huh.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. You know, most zero turns have like the 2 handles.
Like skid steers.
Yeah, but his is just a steering wheel, and like you start turning, and you're like, you feel like you're on like a John Deere rider, and you're gonna stop and have like a 30-degree radius turn or something. But like you just keep turning, and all of a sudden it's like doing zero turn fucking shit. Like, whoa! I could see how you'd like run over fucking shit on accident with that. Like if you were moving along and skirting and trying to be really quick with it.
So the first time, or like the first week I got it, I was parking it in the garage or whatever, and I'm used to like holding a clutch in or something, you know?
Yep.
So, or the brake is right there, because usually on just a normal rider, you put it into gear, and that's, well, I started it, and my foot pedal, the gas pedal, I had my foot on it like a brake. And then, like, you know, put it all the way up, revved it all the way up, took the parking brake off, and that fucker all of a sudden just, I had my Blackstone in the garage. I fucking ran into that, and like cardboard, and I'm like, and I fucking stopped. I'm like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, the zero turns are fucking, like when you go from a riding mower to a zero turn, there's a little bit of a learning curve there. And like mine, when I first got mine, there was a couple times where I was a little too abrasive with like the reverse to forward or forward to reverse. And then I got a little bit of the fucking hops going on. And like as soon as they start and you're doing this shit, you got to just let go. If you want it to stop, you got to just let go. Because if you keep holding on, your body weight is like shoving them, and it gets worse. Yeah, dude. The first couple of times I mowed my yard, I got into a few little hopping situations. I felt like JB Mooney for a few minutes. Yeah, how fucking.
So you've been bringing him up a lot. Are you just seeing him on TikTok now?
Yeah, I got it. JB Mooney's been on my TikTok a lot lately.
He's been on mine too, but like I knew him before.
I did too. Yeah, I've known JB Mooney.
You've just been bringing him up quite a bit.
I can tell he's been watching because I'll be scrolling, on our TikTok and shit, and then just randomly like JB Mooney, and then it'll be like some ad, and then JB Mooney, and then JB Mooney. I'm like, God damn, Cole.
Well, there's a lot of like his retired stuff going on now. Like he's got like a school at his own ranch where like he teaches. He's got like a bull riding team. He like teaches these kids, they're like interns and shit. And he's got a bunch of bulls, and they're getting like bucking bulls ready. And then he's got a team that runs them around and shit. So I've just been watching some of the stuff comes up from like his retirement. He is the greatest ever though when it comes to riding bulls.
Fucking asshole.
And he's tougher than fuck.
Well,
dude,
you have to be to do that shit.
Dude fucking broke his neck. Stood up. Walked out of the fucking ring. And went right to the medic station and sat down and goes, I broke my neck.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, just like watching his videos, that he's just walking around in pain like crazy.
Oh, dude.
He can barely walk, but he gets up every day.
Dude, there was
he says like some days hurts like hell, some days it hurts.
There was a video the other day of like him and his son walking into a diner, and like must have been a fan like took a Snapchat or a TikTok of him walking in. And just watching that dude walk in and like turn the corner, his shoulders are all like stiff and fucking just like hobbling through the diner like, God.
Yeah, fuck that.
That dude's young and he fucking is hurting.
How old is he?
He's mid-30s.
I heard enough as it
Late
is.
30s. Like that dude's going to be fucking hurting.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's fucking broke every goddamn bone in his body.
Probably damn near.
Yeah.
Dude, he rode he rode Bushwhacker 13 fucking times. And only rode him for 8 seconds once. Imagine getting on the same fucking, like the meanest fucking bull in the PBR 13 times. First time that bull threw me off, I'd be like, yeah, that's about enough of that. Let's pick a smaller.
Yeah, I'd like to bull
one.
ride like one time just to try it. Obviously not a bull like that, but
Yeah.
I don't think I would
Ocho,
do it twice.
Ocho Cinco? Ocho Cinco, he was going through like the PBR circuit, and he got on a bull at one of the events and had his helmet on and fucking got all cinched up. And he's like, you ready? And he's like, no, hold on. He's like, wait, okay. And they're like, nod. He's like, yeah, go. Open the fucking gate. And I think they scored him at 0.5 seconds. And then he was on his podcast with who's the other dude? I don't know who his podcast is with.
He's on with Shannon Sharp a lot.
Yeah, that's who it is. He was talking to him about but he's like, yeah, I rode for 1.5 seconds or whatever. And he's like, no, you didn't. It was 0.5 seconds. And Ocho Cinco goes, but let's just break this down for a second here, all right? I am a finely tuned athlete, and I only made it 0.5 seconds. He goes, I was impressed. He's like, look at these guys. Like, they're riding them for 8 seconds or longer. Some of them are staying on longer. He's like, my hat's off to them. Those guys are fucking athletes.
Yeah, but I don't think that's even a comparison. Like they trained all their life to be bull riders. He trained all his life to be a fucking football player.
Right.
The guy probably can't even shoot a basketball. You see that all the time. Like you're really good at one sport, but you're uncoordinated as fuck. You see it. Like we go to an NFL game every year and you watch those guys warming up and like they get thrown a football. Half of them can't catch.
Yeah.
Like half of them can't throw the ball back to them. It's like the little sidearm wing. Like just because they played NFL sport or like a professional sport doesn't mean. Granted, way better athlete than I ever will be or ever was. But
Yeah.
It's amazing the bull riders how aware of like their center of gravity they are. You know what I mean? Like they know exactly how far they got to be forward and how far they got to lean back and like where their weight needs to be just by how that like any of us got on one of them fucking bulls, dude, it'd fucking throw us off in the chute before we even nodded. Unless it just got lucky.
And them fucking saddle bronc riders are even more badass than the bull riders.
Bo used to be a saddle bronc rider.
Really? That's even more intense than bull riding.
Yeah, Bo was he was a professional saddle bronc rider.
Really?
Yeah. He retired because he broke his femur.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Probably
I think
pretty easy to do.
I think he broke both legs. Yeah, Bo was a fucking good saddle bronc rider. He showed me like his saddle for like saddle bronc riding and like his rope and shit. And there's like nothing to the fucking thing, right? You might as well just be bareback. And I'm like, well, how do you hold on? He goes, with your spurs. The fucker stands up on his front legs and you just dig your spurs into his neck and you use your legs to just keep yourself there until you fall down. Then you hold on to the rope when you go back. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, it's all about timing. And like once, I don't know if it's when they hit their ground, they have to be feet tucked in. And when they're up in the air, they have to like click them up, like up by the neck of the horse or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's all fucking,
dude,
it's a weird thing. You'll see them like legs going like this the whole time.
Yeah. It's nuts, man. Bo used to do that shit until he broke his legs. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
He ain't got no legs. Yeah. It'd be fun to try it though on like.
You know, you do it one time.
What?
And you get thrown and broken neck.
No, I always said if I were to jump on bulls and shit and go crazy doing that kind of thing, I'd be that guy that got my fucking hand stuck in the goddamn rope and get drug around like a rag doll fucking trampled on.
I guarantee you'd get thrown off and that bull would be so mad at you and it would fucking gun you down.
Well, that's what I mean.
And
like,
it would go bloop,
dude, they would
you.
open that chute. That bull would take one big jump out, and on the first jump, I would flip fucking ass over head, and I'd be fucking still stuck in my fucking hand, hanging off by the bull's face, and he'd be fucking ragdolling my ass all over fuck, and then I'd end up getting trampled on, and I'd be laying in the ring, and I'd go, yeah.
Did I make it? Did I make it, Paul?
I knew, I knew I shouldn't have fucking did that. That was dumb. Yeah, give me one go at it, and that's how it works. That's
Jane, I did it. Are you proud of me?
Are you proud of me?
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Now I got to wipe your ass too.
Dude, I had a really fucking weird dream last night. Super fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I've always wanted to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah. Did you have a dream about Mount Everest?
I had a dream, but like the top of Mount Everest was like the very peak of like this super tall fucking castle. And like we were all dressed up like we were on an expedition climbing Everest. And we were like crawling up the valley and we got to like the very tip of this fucking castle roof and it was like Mount Everest. And I'm standing there and I'm looking at the fucking guide and I'm like, who fucking roofed this thing? Because it was like shingles. I was like, who roofed this thing? He's like, I don't know, but they did it a very long time ago. I go, fucking nuts of steel, man. And then I was like, hey, we got some nails sticking out up here on the fucking ridge. And the Sherpa was like pulling out fucking nails and like ridge caps. And he's like, we got to replace them every time we come up. So I'm like, give me a hammer. That was like my mark I left on fucking Mount Everest was I replaced a ridge cap on the fucking roof of the Everest castle.
What in the fuck kind of dreams are you having?
Right.
Why?
Did you make it to the top?
Yeah. Yeah, I was up on top.
Attaboy.
I was up on
that.
Yeah. And then, well, and what reminded me of that was getting thrown around like a rag doll on the bull. On our way down, there was like a a ledge off like the eave of like one of the roof edges, and we had to like jump down to another roof. And I jumped down, and like everything under me let go, and I like slid off and like tumbled down the mountain, like with like an avalanche, like tumbled the whole fucking mountain down, right?
Yeah.
And they put me on a helicopter, and like I was in like the little bucket thing, flew me to the hospital and shit. And I like woke up from a coma, and like my whole family was there. And the nurse was like, "Are you okay? Can you hear me?" And I looked at the nurse and I was like, "Mama, tell the life insurance." I said, "Tell the life insurance not to pay out. She did this to me." And I pointed at Jaden. And everyone's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm just kidding. I fell down Mount Everest."
I fell down the steps.
This was my fucking dream.
Kind of dreams, dude.
Dude, I don't know. Fucking goofy.
I had another dream the other night about I was at work and you were pissing me off.
Me and you?
Yeah, and Myers was there too, and you guys were like ganging up on me with your fucking stupid words. And I was getting pissed because I was the only one working. You guys were just standing there bojangling and like, why don't you go make yourself useful, Colby? You fucking bitch.
Are you sure?
I've had a couple dreams that we're at work and he's just pissing me off at work.
You sure it was a dream? That sounds like a real Tuesday.
It does sound like a real Tuesday. But no, it was a dream because I was on top, like it was like a plane or something.
You were on top in the dream?
Yeah, I was on top of the world. With the dream world.
He was on top in the dream.
On top of the world. Yeah, right? No. It's a song, right?
I don't. You're going to have to sing it again.
No. Yeah, fuck you. It's warm in here.
It is kind of warm in here.
Yeah.
It's a lot hotter outside than it is in here, though. I'll tell you that for free.
Maybe. I don't know. It was like,
If you step back outside, you're going to be, oh, yeah, it's hot out here.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, we got a breeze outside, though.
I got my smudge pot today. Yeah. We got to have a fucking
smudge pot.
We got to have a smudge pot day.
I don't know why we don't just light it up right now.
Light that motherfucker up. I don't have any diesel.
Light it up in here. Yeah.
We can just siphon it from your truck.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Japanesey.
I suppose.
So we are?
No, I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure they put anti-siphoning valves in trucks nowadays.
Yeah, but that's a 2000, what is it?
7.
They didn't do that then?
Yeah, they did.
No.
Mm-mm. We're the mechanics here.
Yeah, them big fucking windmills that you work on, those things run. Diesel. Those things run on diesel.
But we're gonna go to a windmill and steal.
It's a diesel wind. So Jeremy was telling me a little while back that there's a diesel engine up in the top. They start the diesel engine, and they have to run it to warm everything up, and then they use it as a starter motor to really get the fucking blades turning.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get turning, then they catch the wind, and then they'll free spin. But
clean energy.
They got to burn about 400 gallons of diesel before.
Yeah, so super clean.
Super clean.
Green energy.
Green energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's 400 gallons per windmill every time they start them.
Yeah, Iowa's got what, like
they average at least like 2,000 gallons a day.
Well, and then didn't you say it takes double the starting capacity for them to engine brake them down to slow them down?
No,
they gotta use the engine brake.
No,
on the diesel engine.
You made that one up yourself.
Oh, I could have swore you told me that. Maybe it was in a dream.
Probably. You got some weird ass dreams. What were you gonna say?
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
good going, Colby.
Good God, Colby. That's kind of
idiot.
good at that. That's kind of your thing, though.
Oh, speaking of engines, though.
Oh,
Kylie about blew my truck up yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So our deep freeze took a shit yesterday morning.
Yep.
Well, probably like Friday, but
That
it
sucks.
was. So we went and bought a new deep freeze. Got an upright one instead of the chest freezer. So much better.
yeah.
But I forgot ratchet straps when we went to go get it, and then I bought some at Menards. But I was so fucking flustered that I thought I was buying like the 15-foot ratchet straps, a pack of 2. I bought the 10-foot ones, so I couldn't go up and over the deep freeze. So I tried to just go like around it, because I didn't want to lay the deep freeze down at all, and because I don't know if that hurts it or not. But the one just wrapping around it wasn't doing the job. And so we pulled over, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to hop in the back of the truck. You drive. I'll be in the back, and I'll hold it up. It'll be just fine.
Did you put it in manual?
Yeah, I fucking
Going in first gear.
I'm sitting back there. I'm like, all right, good, go ahead. And she pulls out on the road, and I just hear the truck. And I just start fucking yelling, like, hey, hey. Windows are up. I was like, hey. And she just finally, she's like, oh, pulls over. Sorry. I'm like, motherfucker. Because like right away, I didn't realize it because I was like, well, I haven't rode in the back of a truck in a while, like fucking 15 years. So maybe it's, no, it's definitely not shifting.
Yeah.
This thing is not shifting.
I've done that in my truck a couple times because I'll have my water bottle up on the center console and it will like fall and hit the fucking the stick and I won't even realize it. And I'll be going, it's like, right, doing the same fucking thing. It's like, oh, fuck. It's so easy to put it in manual.
I think that for some reason, when she's like, say it's driving my truck or driving the lawnmower or something, and I'm right there, I think I make her a little nervous because she thinks I'm going to yell at her or something for doing it wrong.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
Well, that I needed to.
Yeah.
Right. But at what point after this did you beat her?
Oh, we pulled over on the side of the road. And
You did it right there?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
ballsy.
Yeah.
People can see you.
Well, it's a lot like
I think everybody would have understood.
She almost blew his truck out. Like, she had it coming.
It's a lot like
we laughed about it. It was funny. I can see how it happens. I've done it before too, but
Yep.
It's a lot like when you discipline your dog. You got to do it right away. Otherwise, like they're just getting beat and they don't know why.
Yeah. You just compared a woman to a dog.
No, the best part about it was like then as she's driving, not paying attention to the road, and I'm in the back end. She's videoing or doing a Snapchat video that she's going to send to me explaining what happened. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, it turns out like I looked down and the M was red instead of the D. And I was like, yeah, I know what happened.
Yeah.
I know how it works. Oh, well, guess what, guys?
We out of time?
We're out of time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Shit and dicks and dick and shits. Just made that up. Isn't it beautiful?
That was great.
Yeah, I'm going to use that again probably. I don't even remember what I said.
You should do something in the arts.
Right? Yeah. I've been saying that for years.
Art related.
Yeah.
Like
Poetry.
Maybe instead of like verbal poetry, though, you should do like painted poetry.
Painted poet, like with my balls?
Like finger paint.
With my balls?
Yeah.
Just use my balls, dip it in paint, and then kind of wiggle on
painted. And then everyone can guess what you were trying to imply.
Right. Kind of like a ink blot, but with my balls.
Yeah. You know, I've always thought that would be funny.
What?
Just make a random like abstract painting and then like take it to an art show and stand there. And when people are looking at it, right, it has no meaning. You did nothing. You just made a fucking mess. Yeah. And then stand there like, what do you think the artist was getting at on this one? Like listen to people like analyze it.
Feel his tension.
There was a lot of stress involved, I think, with this. I don't know what he's quite getting at, but
his anger is
sexual frustration. I can feel.
Speaking of what you should do is you do those sex paints where you lay out a big old fucking sheet of paper or whatever, and then you guys like paint each other and get all naked and painted, and then you have sex on it. And you tussle. You do a little wrestling around.
Some scrogging.
You go heels to Jesus, and you just fucking roll around and you fucking make a painting.
You ever done one?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was interesting.
Oh. Did you paint your wiener?
I don't remember.
I would assume not.
Well, I mean, they have sex paints, so they're like safe for internal use, I guess. I don't know.
Internal use only.
I mean, some of it's going to get inside of you one way or another.
Internal use only.
Yeah. Not only.
Is it just like colorful lube?
No, it's paint, but it's, I don't know, it's made of like safe materials, whatever.
What did you say?
It's asbestos paint.
It's asbestos.
Yeah, it's asbestos.
Washes off in the shower.
Wait, what is the word that you're trying to say?
Asbestos, I think.
I wanted to see it.
Asbestos.
I thought you were starting it with an S.
He was. Suspicious.
Asbestos.
He says suspicious.
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 Suspicious. Delicious.
I may not be superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Just a little stitious.
All right. That's all we got.
That's it. That's all.
Thank you guys. Love you very much.
We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Watch your balls, buddy.
We'll see you next time.
We will.
KLYB.
Bye.
I'm chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. I'm chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts.
All right, dude.
Pulled shocks.
Hold shots.